Okay, today we're going to run through how to make an espresso and how to utilize those according to your cup sizes. So first things first, we're just going to take our group handle out of our group head. Now you'll notice straight away that's going to have a bit of moisture and there should be nothing in that basket. That should always be empty. Just going to make sure that we clean that out and dry that out so that we can put some nice coffee in there without it getting wet. We're going to get our double dose. Now that double dose should be 23 grams. If you guys feel like that's off in any way, just be sure to check your daily dial in and go through your measures to ensure that's 23 grams. Take it to our automatic tamper, make sure that's all tamped correctly. And then we're gonna go straight to our machine and we're just gonna flush it really quickly beforehand. So this fourth button here is a flush button. It'll run for approximately 3 seconds just to rinse through, or you can click one of those and then manually stop it as well. Once that's done, we're gonna pop it through here. And then we're going to grab our 2 shot glasses. Just a reminder as well, when we're doing our doses and our shots to come out. So the first 2 buttons here, 1 and 2, they are both the exact same. They have been pre-programmed to deliver 2 shots of coffee. So if we're dealing with a small or a regular or a weak large, we're using the first 2. And if we want a large or 3 shots of coffee, like a strong regular, we're going to click the 3rd button. And we're just going to click one of the first 2 buttons for this example. Now, coming out of here, you're going to get a total of 60 mils of coffee, so 30 mils in each. So this is a double shot right here. And in a second, I'll show you how that relates to our cup sizes. But for now, we're going to be getting 60 mils into 2 different glasses, so 30 mils in each. And as I said before, that's a double shot of coffee. Lovely. Once that's all done, we're just going to move that to the side for a second and ensure that one is rinsed, and take that to our knock box. Keep it clean. Now, in relation to our cup sizes, we're just going to take them over here. So as I said before, this is 60 mil or a double shot in total of coffee. If I was to be making a small coffee, we're only going to use our 1 shot just here, just like that. And we would have a catcher or a different sort of glass that catches the excess coffee that goes through there. Now, if we were going to make a double shot of coffee, we would put our 2 30 mil glasses of coffee, or 60 mil in total, into there, just like that. And that is a double shot, or in that one. And then if we were going to do our large cup, that one needs to have 3 shots. Now we have pre-programmed into the 3rd button here for your triple shot in your large coffee. You won't need to do 2 buttons, you just need to click the 1 button. And to do that, it's the same process as before. We're just going to go over to our grinder. And we're just going to pop it into our machine, and all we're going to do is click the 3rd button, and there's your triple shot just there. Okay, now we're going to discuss types of strength and weakness in our coffee. So just here I've got our double shot of coffee, or 2 single shots, so 30 mil in each, as discussed before. We're going to go straight away to our small cup. Now a normal small cup is just our 1 shot of coffee, so just 1 of those. Now if we were going to go and make that weak, for example, we would pour half of 1 of that. So all we're doing is halving the amount of coffee that's going into any of our cups, but in this case into our small cup. So that's obviously about 15 mils, but it's half a shot of coffee for a week. Now, if we are then going to make our coffee strong, so as discussed before, a standard small one is just 1 shot of coffee. If we're going to make it strong, we're going to add 2 shots of coffee. And we're just going to pour it in just like that. So that's now a strong, because it's got 2 shots of coffee or a double shot. We then move on to our medium-sized coffee just here. We then go to our medium-sized coffee just here. Now a standard medium, as discussed before, is our double shot, so 60 mil in total. If we were going to make our regular size coffee weak, we're going to halve the amount of coffee in, so we're only going to have 1 shot of coffee in there, and that is now our weak latte. Now, if we were going to make it stronger, all we need to do is add 1 more shot of coffee. Now to do that, obviously all I have here right now, that is now just a standard regular latte. Now, if we were going to make that stronger, what we would do instead is we would go to our machine, and same process as before, but we're just going to click our 3rd button, because our 3rd button, as discussed before, is a triple shot of coffee, which is what we use for a normal sized large. do, is we're gonna grab our empty medium size. We're gonna click the third button, and then straight away, that is now a strong medium-sized coffee. And finally, we are now at our large-size cup. So as discussed before, we're gonna make this, a large-size cup has 3 shots of coffee. And I'm now gonna show you how to make it stronger. So first things first, we're just gonna grab our handle out. And to make it stronger, remember all we're doing is adding 1 shot of coffee. So we're taking it from 3 to 4 shots of coffee. So we'll take that into here. We'll grab our large cup, and all we're gonna do is gonna click one of the first 2 buttons. It's the same thing. And in there now, we'll be pouring a double shot of coffee. Now while that one's going, we can take our second handle out, and same process as before. And all we're doing here is the same process. We're just gonna get a double shot. We're gonna get a double shot of coffee, so one of the first 2 buttons, and straight away that's gonna pour a double shot. So the extra 2 that we need to make our large one strong. We're just gonna move that to the side, and we're gonna make sure that our basket and handle are clean. Now, once we have our second double shot of coffee, we're just going to take that straight into our large cup, and we're going to pour both of those in, bringing our total to 4 shots of coffee. Now, if we were going to make our large cup weak, all we need to do, so I'm just going to take 1 shot away from that. Now we have 3 shots, so now it's a standard large coffee. We have 3 shots of coffee in there. If we were to make our large one weak, all we need to do is remove one shot. So I'm going to pour that out, and now that coffee there now has 2 shots of coffee, which makes it a weak large cup size.